Hey, welcome to Supercharged Fridays. How are you doing? I hope I'm live and hope everything is good. Okay, yeah, hopefully I'm back. It was blank. That was rude. Hi, hope everything's good. If we haven't met before, how are you doing? I am a career coach. I go live every Friday, and what I do essentially is in my work, I work with ambitious professionals who are at a stage in their career that need help. I am a job search coach. I help them completely figure out their personal brand, make a plan to get the next phase moving quickly, get an attractive offer on the table, help them negotiate salary. That's all. That's what I do. I do this with one-on-one coaching. I do this with group coaching. I do this with digital courses. So that's a little bit about me. How are you doing? Am I live? Are things working as they should? Comment in the comments and say hi. It's a bit cold where I am. So I got gloves in one hand, but I need the other hand to work because, yeah, need to touch the screen. I didn't have a chance to do my walk today, so I'm out walking. It's a 17-minute walk, I think. So I thought, why not combine the walk with the live? Everything working? Hopefully things are working. Can you tell me? Can you tell me if you can hear me properly, and also if I'm clear? Because I've just come back from the dentist, so I don't feel like my speech is that clear. Give me a thumbs up if everything's working as it should. So, hi there, welcome. Tough question. No problem, Amit. Ask away. That's what I'm here for, and I'll do my best to help. Happy Friday. How are you guys doing? So, yeah, come in, and feel free to ask. And whatever it is, you're going to get a perspective. I don't always love to tell people what to do, but you'll definitely get a perspective. And hopefully, that perspective will give you some approaches on how to do things. It's working clearly. All right, good, good. Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Nice to see you, Stefano. Stefano, we need you back on Supercharged Fridays. Let's find a moment to get you to come back. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions about careers, about job searching, about interviewing, about LinkedIn, about resumes, about starting some content. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a podcast, feel free. Let's talk about this. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do have certain perspectives that I'm happy to share here, right here on Friday. Hi there. That salary negotiation worked for me. Congratulations. Good for you. Did you get an offer? Send me a message. I'd love to hear more. This is amazing. Well done. Well done. Congrats. Hi, Ivan. Talk about current ATS and AI upgrades. So those are two different things. So that's interesting. So Ivan, I did a talk about a year ago with someone who's a recruiter and he's worked with 6 different ATSs and he explained the details, So I highly recommend you check that out. If you don't find it, it's from February 2022. It's with a recruiter in the US, a tech recruiter called Ed Hahn. If you don't find it, send me a message and I'll share it with you. And essentially, he simplifies it for us because it can feel quite intimidating and quite complicated. And essentially, he says it's not the AI that's always making those type of decisions; it's the humans behind the AI. As far as upgrades, etc., Chat GPT, yeah, sure, but remember, there's a person at the other end. So I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about it. I would focus on having the right keywords that are mentioned in the vacancy so that you're noticed more. Ensure that you have those right keywords and that if they want XYZ, you are talking about XYZ on your resume. I know this is a much bigger topic, but I think check that video out. It's going to help you. All right. All the best. Hi, Agnello. How you doing? So I'm just giving a sec because I'm walking and reading at the same time. I work in investor relations and I want to do a CFA. Sure. I mean, you have to have your story, right? You have to you have to have a reason that you want to do this. Why do you want to do this? And how will um, a role in investor relations help you to be a better CFA? You need to have that story ready so that when you get a chance to interview with companies, you're able to explain that. And that actually makes you different and it makes you better than a standard application where they only have done, CFA type of stuff and not other stuff, right? So I don't know whether it's worth it or not. I think only you can answer that. The question is, why do you want to do it? What do you want to get out of it? And if you want to do it because you enjoy it, you enjoy finance, I think that's usually the right way to do it. It's the right way to go. All right. Good luck. I wish you the best. Uh, hey, Santos. Okay, longish question. I'm going to read this really fast. How long should the wait be on average, considering there's been a financial urgency before switching to another career field if no vacancy has been in line with previous work experience? So, what is the question that should you change, or is the question how long should the wait be? Financial urgency is very important. I don't want to be that person that says, uh, you know, go for your passion. I'm never going to say, I'm never going to say that. So I would say don't wait. Don't wait. If you are interested in earning money and getting a bit of a foothold, right? I'm not a fan of the starving artist or, running out and not being able to pay for the house or for the children or for the car. I mean, that's not a joke. That's not a fun place to be in. I would do whatever it takes to have a bridge job. And that bridge job can be something that pays the bills only. That's okay. I don't know. My perspective. This is my perspective, obviously. So take it with a pinch of salt because it has to make sense for you. That I don't think there's any shame in having a job that takes care of the bills. For a little while, we all have to do it, and I don't think you should worry too much about it. Eventually, when the right opportunities come up, or you start building a stronger and responsive network, you're going to hear about opportunities. Either they are advertised or they are not advertised. Point is, you'll get back in there, Santos, to whatever you were doing before. So it's a question of just tiding through the tough times. And there's an expression in English: life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. So we don't know how long this could be for you, but just make the most with what you have. And I would focus on getting some financial stability at this point of time. Right? I hope that helps you. I wish you the best. Hey, Amit. Uh, Amit, this is a very long question. I'm walking. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to read this whole thing. You need to give me a. I'm so sorry. You'll have to give me a 1 or 2 line summary, my friend. Because if this becomes like a very long thing, then it becomes almost like a personal coaching session, which I want to be careful of because that's not fair to the others. And plus, I'm not in a position to read a long question today. Give me in 2 lines. And I think this is hopefully going to teach you also the power of brevity. So if you can, I apologize, but if you can, tell me in 2 lines, what do you need? What do you need? Tell me in 2 lines. What is the problem and what do you need? All right? Because otherwise, it's this wall of text and it's too small for me to read right now. Hey, Risto, good morning. Oh, yeah, good. That sounds amazing. Skiing. Wow. Okay, cool. All right. Um, Enjoy. And please don't apologize for being late. You're amazing that you're even here. Hi, Ria. I'm a fresh graduate. How do I create a resume? Okay, Ria, good question. Congrats on being a grad. Must be so amazing to be 21, 22 these days. That's so cool. Check out my YouTube channel. I have an entire playlist on how do you make a resume. I've interviewed resume writers from around the world, and you're going to get a lot of help from there. All right? You're very welcome Angelo. There is no financial urgency. Ah, okay. Well, I still think that some of what I said still stands, you know. But the problem is that when there is no urgency and when there is no deadline, your biggest enemy to growth is comfort. So maybe have some, you know, have a timeline in place. I think that could be helpful. All right. So yeah, good luck, Ria. With that, I can't answer what is good for your future because it's something very, specific. So when we're starting a career, we don't always know everything. It's about doing what comes easily and comes naturally to you, and then, the more broad you are in the beginning, I think it's better, for sure. Hey, Saurabh, does easy apply actually work? Uh, yeah, it's a good question. So, in case somebody's wondering what that is, when you see a job application on LinkedIn that has come from a company, Easy Apply is very convenient because it lets you just send the resume that you already have on LinkedIn, upload it, as well as you've created a profile on LinkedIn which is already pre populated. So, when something is easy, we have to watch out. Is it too easy? So, what I would do is, if I were you, I would also first go to the company website and apply from there, because companies, I don't know, I have, when I've been in companies before and I was doing recruiting, I would want to see what are the applications that came from the company directly and which are the ones that came from LinkedIn. A recruiter seat on LinkedIn is very expensive, and not many, not all companies in the world can afford a recruiter seat on LinkedIn. So obviously, if there is an easy apply, it means that the company has a recruiter seat. But why not do both? Maybe if you want to double your chances. All right, good luck. Why does human talent? Sorry, Suresh. I'm not sure I follow the question. I apologize. Hi. So, stop for a second. It's very hard to read. I'm in HR. Is it okay to work in similar industries? Yeah, I would say it's very good to work in similar industries, Bhavna. You learn a lot because HR in a certain industry has a certain way of working, has a certain cadence, and it can vary from pharma to IT to tech to construction. I would say yes. If you want to focus on one function, you can have a depth of experience. You can also have a breadth of experience across industries. I personally think it's very attractive. Good morning, Kevin. So, I want to remind. So, what I want to do is, I don't know if you were watching me live last week. I was on a little holiday in Paris, and Kevin was, watching online. So, we said we would have Kevin on Supercharged Fridays. So, I would like you to mark down 2 dates in your diary. Yeah, you guys can hear me, right? I'm a little breathless, and I've also got a weird lisp because I've just come back from the dentist. So, the first date is today's 3rd of March. So, 10th of March, which is next Friday, I'm going to be live with a resume writer and interview coach. Her name is Shelly Piedmo, and she's amazing. So definitely be there with me. Just keep one thing in mind. Next week, there's going to be a weird time change in North America. So the rest of the world is not impacting, but in North America, if you're watching me now, just check if it's going to be the same time, because it's always going to be 2 p.m. Central European time, but there's something called a spring forward. So just check because of the clocks. And secondly, Kevin is going to be on Supercharged Fridays on 31st of March. So mark your calendars, 31st of March, Supercharged Fridays. Kevin and I are going to chat about his recent findings on all these brand new features. There's too many. We could never possibly go through everything. We're going to go through the ones that are relevant to my audience my lovely people watching right now, and that is related to anything to do with career development, job search, all of that. There's a couple of juicy features that have come out, and Kevin's going to be there. So mark your calendar, 10th of March with Shelly on interview coaching, and 31st of March with Kevin. All right, I'm done with my little spiel. Thank you for listening. Let's move on to the question. Hi, Swati. I'm going back to work after 5 years. What can I do to make an impression? That's great. That's wonderful. Swati, I think well done and congratulations. I think that just remember that you bring a lot of value with you. You're different. It doesn't mean others are better than you. Okay? Um, Go in with an open mind, ask lots and lots of questions, and learn very fast. You're not going to have a lot of time. People are going to expect you to know things. Be patient with yourself. Just put on that, you have that high energy curiosity hat, ask a lot of questions. And also remember, I mean, it sounds like a L'Oreal commercial. You're worth it. And focus on two, three things that you have done during the 5 years. When people think, oh, it was a gap in the career, it was a career break. It wasn't a vacation. You were not on holiday, right? Something happened. You were doing something. Maybe you were doing a project at home, maybe you were taking care of a family member. Think about what are the things that you did and how have they made you a better professional? And how can this better professional, the new Swati, the new and improved Swati, how can this person serve the new company better? Focus on that. I always say this, control the controllables. I wish you amazing. You're going to be amazing. I have absolutely no doubt. Assalamu alaikum. Mozamal, how are you doing? Hi, Amit. Thank you for coming back and staying. Give me a sec. Gonna check this. You got two offers. The first, multinational, is a QA role. Currently, that's exactly what you're doing. And the second one is QTL. Not sure what that is. Quality, I'm guessing team leader, along with a trainer. What do you want to do, Amit? I'm not going to tell you this. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. Which one are you initially excited about? And which one are you hesitating towards? This is a very, very popular question I get a lot. Make a list. Which one are you excited about? Which one are you hesitating towards? Make a list of pros and cons of each. The list of pros has to be longer than the list of cons. It has to outweigh. And the other thing to keep in mind, because I've come home now, the other thing to keep in mind is also the fact that this is something interesting that we talked about last week and Risto brought up. And that is, just give me a sec. Oh, no. Oh my God. All this time I've been talking to myself. Oh, I'm so sorry. Harpreet. This is what happens when you're live. Things don't actually happen the way you want them to happen. This sucks. I should have seen all your messages. I just thought that I was really I just thought that I was really you know behind on my messages. If you're still watching, are you still here? Oh my God. I just saw that. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back. Harpreet, my God, that was a really long answer I gave you. What a pity. I would say, Harpreet, do what this is what I said actually. Do the thing you want to do. Forget about what people are telling you. And please be careful where you take advice from. If you're taking advice from people who haven't made those kind of moves, like changing geography and changing industry, not the right people you want to listen to. I have changed geography and I have changed industry. I'm not that special. So, you know, if you want to do finance. Just make a plan, talk to lots of people. You might even realize when you're talking to people that you actually don't want to do this. So Saiful, so what I had said earlier was you got to negotiate. There is no other way. Just like we negotiate terms and conditions at the start, like at the contract, read your contract, look at the terms and conditions for the end as well. You got to show the company that if you're interested in continuing, that things are gonna, there is a continuity plan in place as well. And check out Harpreet, what because I didn't read fully. If you're looking at going into Finland, and LinkedIn user, HR or AML. Look at what you want to do. Check out the replay because I talked about it earlier as well. Okay, now I'm back. Please tell me everything is okay now. I think it is because earlier that button was mute by default. Hey Bhavna. My gosh, that must have been so irritating, and yeah, that must have been so annoying. Man, how long was I on mute? Uh, Amit, did I answer your question? Amit, please answer me. Let me know. Okay, let's see. Let's finish. Wait. Is it okay? I was on a roll. Oh, God, it sucks. I'm so frustrated for you guys. Terrible. Okay. You're in HR and you want to get into hotels. Make a plan and watch my video on YouTube on career change because I make a list of 7 things that you need to make a plan on. Transferable skills, where do you want to go, what kind of messaging do you have, who in your network can you tap, all of that, okay? So that's gonna help you as well. So I'm gonna just clear out the comments which says you're on mute. You're such an idiot. Nobody wrote that, but they were thinking that. Somebody tell her. Yeah, I went on and on. Okay. Tat. Hi Gayatri. I'm sorry you had to leave. It's not that I wasn't reading comments. That is not fair. I read every single comment. But you don't have to be here. I understand I was whatever. Whatever. Um okay. Everything is good now. Oh, happens for a reason. I don't know the reason. Um Yes, I know. We talked about negotiating it, right? And show it in the interest of the company. And it's not only in India, we have 3 months' notice in most countries in Europe. And you got to negotiate. If you can't, you can't. You got to do it. But the new company who's hiring you, are they giving you a 3 month notice as well? Because there is a certain double standard here. Be very careful. If the new company who's hiring you also has a 3 month notice period and they can't wait for you, listen, you got to leave on a good note. You don't want to burn bridges. So I don't understand this logic. So okay, I didn't answer, Amit. That is awful. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back and go and reread your question, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. uh What was your question? I'll find it. Okay, you got two offers in hand. I thought I answered it. My God, how long was I muting? Then this means I didn't see the thing before that. Okay, you got two offers in hand. Which one do you want to do, Amit? It's very simple. Which one do you want to do? I'm not going to answer this for you. And if you were expecting me to say do this and don't do that, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Because ultimately, it's about making that list of pros and cons. And then also that something I was talking about with Risto earlier, right? Last week I mentioned it. It's also the fact that there's a list of pros and cons for each. And then there is some things that don't apply. They're neither a pro, they're neither a con, they're kind of miscellaneous. Put that in the list as well. Okay. And I have a whole video of it, so check this out on my YouTube channel. I think I released it in January or February 2022. I don't have a ton of YouTube videos, so you'll be able to find it easily. I have a list of 7 or 8 factors, which includes things like what are important to you, right? What matters to you, because everyone is different, and that's why I can't answer it. There's company brand, there is the juiciness and the position, there's opportunity for growth and advancement, there's money, there's location, there's the rapport that you have with the boss. All of this matters. So put that list down and give it points and see which one is getting higher points. Now, is it a scientific thing and you'll know for sure? You will never know for sure because you can only connect the dots backwards, not forwards, right? As Steve Jobs says. So I think that it applies, and I think it's a good problem to have. So good luck. It's I think when you choose something coming from a place of excitement and peace, as opposed to coming from a place of stress or fear, you'll see which one you're gravitating more towards when you come from a place of, peace. So, all right, you're welcome. All right, take care, guys. Mayank, did I not see your question? Ah, you had a question. Okay. This is the last question, guys. All right. Okay, Mayank. Yeah, we talked about notice period as well, right? So okay, good. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your patience through the this is so cringe. I can't believe I actually did that. But you know what? This is life. And this is live. It's live, but it's also live. It's not pretty sometimes. Stuff like this happens. But what matters is that hopefully this has been helpful to you. All's well that ends well. I shall see you at the same time next week with Shelly, who's an interview coach, and she's worked for many, many years as a recruiter. So we're going to talk about some very juicy things that I think you would wish to ask a recruiter, but you haven't asked yet. Those are the kind of things. And what pisses her off? We're going to talk about all of that same time next Friday. So, all right, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next Friday. And thank you for sticking around and staying with me.